Okay, it's Wednesday, which is a good day.
It is. I can't believe it's already Wednesday.
I know. Like last week, we talked about it earlier. Just took forever. And this week is like, Wednesday? Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, I got something I got to get off my chest.
Oh, great.
How does the work garbage bin become so full that it's overflowing?
People put garbage in it. Producer Butters, that's
never
how
seen
garbage
it that
bins
full
get
before,
full.
ever.
Well, I know that we had a couple of people who used to come and they would come and clean. And I know that it's just everybody else is just kind of like where that is concerned. I know there's a lot of people who will clean out their homes and they will throw stuff in there.
Uh-huh.
And that's why.
Well, that's my concern.
Right. Who's doing it? I don't know.
I know. It's my turn.
You should probably go dumpster dive out there and go figure out whose stuff is in there.
Absolutely.
Just see if there's some
it's in the
info
trash.
in
It's
it.
gone now.
That's fair. By the way, this is The Perspective. My name's McCall.
I'm Mima.
I'm Producer Butters.
And he's angry about garbage. So I don't know. As far as the dumpster goes, I found many a treasure in that dumpster. Outside of that dumpster, technically.
Oh.
Technically one treasure outside of that dumpster. It was a mirror. It was a cool mirror.
Wasn't there like a lamp or something?
There was. I didn't take it, but
You just set it like on the side or something?
somebody else did. There used to be a guy who used to work here, and he would, anytime there was anything in the garbage, he would go look and find stuff and make it treasures all the time.
Even if it didn't work, he would make it work.
Yep, it's true. Broken couch, mine now.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. That's
Nice.
fun.
It is fun.
All right. So, did you hit snooze this morning?
So many times. I hit snooze all the time. So I don't know. I think I accidentally did it because I was almost late to work. I woke up this morning. It was 5:31 and I was like, yep, gotta go. Because it takes me 20 minutes to get to work every morning. Don't tell
Depending
anybody.
on traffic.
Depends on traffic.
Depending on traffic.
Wink, wink.
I hit the snooze button every single morning.
So do I.
Okay. So
I was going to show you my camera or this is my snooze. Can you see it?
Barely, but yeah. Yeah. Holy crap.
Is it still going?
Why do you have so many alarms?
Because sometimes and by that I mean every time I make an alarm, I just don't use another one. I just make a new one. It's like my tabs. I just opened a new tab, which is why I have like 179 tabs open on my phone right now.
Wouldn't it be easier just to make a one-time alarm that repeats?
Well, I have it. These are all one-time alarms.
Yeah, but they repeat.
Yeah. And so I can repeat them or I can just turn them off and on.
Mm-hmm.
So I have some, there's like one at 5:23 p.m. or like I tell it.
Why so specific?
Usually it's like, hey, set an alarm for 8 minutes from now or something. So I use it to like chunk up my time so that I do a better job of like being productive with stuff.
So you never use that 5:23 again?
No.
So why does it create an alarm for that?
I don't know. Probably because I don't delete it. Instead of just saying, hey, set a timer for 8 minutes, I just say set an alarm. And so then it creates an alarm for 5:23 p.m.
That's dumb.
I know.
That's weird.
I don't think it's done it with the new update. I think it's changed because there was that brand new big update that they ended up doing. So anyway, I have 1 million alarms on my phone.
That would drive me insane.
Me too.
I don't really care.
I try to get all my alarms down to like as less alarms as I can.
That's awesome. I have one for probably every 10-ish minutes starting at 3 a.m.
That's crazy. Well, I guess I have like 5 alarms to wake me up in the morning. I have one at 7, one at 7:15, one at 7:30.
So I go half hours.
8 o'clock.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I only go like 6 minutes.
So I got 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock.
See, because if I did half hours with mine, I would have to start at like 2:30
For what?
to get up in the morning because I have to be here by 6. So if I did like half an hour alarms for as many alarms that I snooze, it would have to be.
Well, that doesn't include a snooze. Like that's just the alarms.
Just the normal alarms?
If you hit the snooze, I don't know how to hit the snooze. I think the snooze is you just don't hit it at all.
Oh, okay.
And it'll go off in like 10 minutes, I think.
I thought we were talking your snooze times. Sorry, that's my bad. Because
No,
I was
those
like,
are alarms.
geez, you
Alarms
snooze
and
for 30 minutes? Mine's only like 6 minutes.
Mine's 5 minutes.
Jeez.
Alarms and snooze are totally different.
I know it. So mine, let me look and see. I'm clear down in the PMs now. Hang on. I got 3, 305, 310, 315, 327, 330, 333, 340, 345, 350, 4, 405, 410, 415, 424, 432, 434, 435.
I think that I don't know if I have them on the phone because they're just on my watch.
Once I get into like the later hours, like 6, it's more like every 20 minutes. 7 is more every 30 minutes. 8, I only have 1. 9, I only have 1.
Oh, apparently I set one for 6 a.m. and at one point that repeated on Monday through Friday.
Nice.
Oh.
But I don't remember ever doing it.
Interesting.
They're all on my watch because
Yeah.
I'd much rather have that buzz on my
Mm-hmm.
my wrist than hear the bah!
See, my watch starts making noise at me a couple minutes before my alarm goes off if I'm in a light sleep. And so it'll wake me up if it's then. So then it's like more of a gentle wake up.
Yeah, mine has a feature for that. Yours should too. But
She looks at it.
she's like,
It's like, for
oh
real?
yeah, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Rude.
It doesn't vibrate.
That sucks.
But anyways, it has a feature for that, but it starts like a half hour before, and I'm like, no.
Mm-mm. I could set mine up for however many minutes before I'd like it to start. Like if I only want it to wake me up
about-
5 minutes before, then that's when.
How about
Who-
start at 7:30 and then wake me up?
Who the H from Green Bay, Wisconsin is calling me right now?
Aaron.
Nobody.
Aaron? Aaron?
Number 12.
Rogers?
Yes.
Sir? Is that you?
My favorite was this morning, because I have that call blocker thing or whatever,
Mhm.
and so it automatically blocks. But sometimes I'll get like 5 in a row, so it'll be like doop 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 doop.
Yes.
This morning, 50.
Oh my.
Wow.
That's insane. It's a good thing you got your call blocker though.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so snoozing. How many snoozes do you typically do? Like you said 5?
Well, I have like 5 alarms.
Oh, okay.
I snooze each alarm like 3 times.
Perfect.
I don't. I usually shut it off because I know the next alarm will get me.
That's fair.
Or not.
That's fair.
Like this morning. I think I woke up at 8:30. I was like, shoot.
See, I
Slept through those ones.
that's the worst. I slept through mine this morning. I know that it woke me up. I had one that went off at 5, but I was up at like 4 and I was just like wide awake. And
I hate that.
I do too. I'm like, dude, you have an hour.
And then I
Let me
fall
sleep.
asleep like the last 15 minutes.
Yes. And then
And
you
then
feel
the
like
alarm
garbage.
goes off and I'm like, no,
Yep.
I'm not getting up.
And that's what happened this morning. It was like my alarm went off and I was like, no. And so I snoozed it, but I don't think I actually snoozed it because I woke up and then I was like, Dustin is not in bed next to me, which means he's up in the shower. So I was like, what freaking time is it?
What
like,
a jerk. He
so I
shoulda
looked at
woke
my
you
watch.
up.
Oh no. He's like, hey, because he asked me, he's like, hey, are you getting up this morning? I remember it. And I said, mm-hmm. And then that was it. And so I got up and I like rushed, like medication, clothes, deodorant, brush my hair, ponytail, love you, bye, in my car, out the door.
I think I come over and I'd be like, wake up. Wake up.
Get up.
Turn the light on.
Get up.
And
Dingleberry.
leave.
Nope, didn't happen. So
This morning, I wasn't awoken by my alarm. I was actually awoken by a lot of noise that the people at the store that is literally in my backyard decided to make.
happens.
I was so upset. Big trucks going beep, beep, beep. And then I guess they were dumping dirt into these trucks. And I was like, why at 7 o'clock in the morning? Like, why?
That's construction time.
I'm like, my
It is.
gosh.
It is construction time. Sound ordinance kicks in. I think it's 7.
Mhm.
You can't do anything until 7 o'clock.
Don't know the laws. Don't ever have to worry about it. So
Don't ever have to worry about it. So anyway, I don't know. Snoozing wise for me, I think I probably snooze. It depends on the morning, because sometimes when my alarm goes off, I'm ready and I just get right up. And other times it's like I snooze 6 or 7 times. But, there's all of these studies that people have been doing that say like, no, you're not supposed to snooze because if you snooze, it's worse for your health or whatever. Well, I know it's just kind of like case by case, but I like picking and choosing my studies that I want to believe in. Like this one study found that hitting snooze isn't really that bad for you. I'm with it.
So the question is, when you hit the snooze button, do you feel better or worse throughout the day?
I think it kind of depends, because like today I've hit snooze. I feel really tired, but I feel like awake. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like I feel like I'm focused. I feel like I'm not scattered. I just feel tired. And so, and then there's other mornings that it's like I don't hit snooze and I hit 10 a.m. and I am tanked. I am done for the day.
See, I have the opposite. If I hit snooze, it's usually a pretty crappy day.
Really?
As far as feeling awake and stuff.
I wonder if it depends on how long you snooze for.
Yeah.
Because I know that if it's like
sometimes it's an hour and a half. I don't know.
I know. And I think if that's the case, that makes sense. Because for me, if I snooze, I mean, for the most part, I snooze for, I don't know, max of half an hour, max. And especially because I don't like setting my alarm for 3:30 in the morning and then snoozing it for an hour and a half until 5 when I actually want to be awake. So I think that factors into it. So this one, they say, general thought is you're better off setting your alarm for 9 minutes later and not snoozing it at all. That way your sleep isn't interrupted. No, I hate that. I'll snooze it 4 more times. I can't do that.
I'd rather be sitting in bed awake with my eyes closed.
So basically what they found from this study is that using an alarm isn't great at all, period.
Well, duh.
So ideally, you should go to bed earlier so your body just wakes up naturally, it says. They found people who do use an alarm tend to be more sleep deprived in general, which, shocking, not really. So
I love that. You should go to bed earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Listen, I am not a morning person. I am a night owl. So
Me
saying
too.
go to bed earlier doesn't work, because at 9:00 p.m. I get a second wind and I am wide awake until like midnight.
That's what happened for me. I had a meeting last night at 7 and we got done early. I mean, it was probably like 7:35. Usually the meetings go until at least 8. So we got done like 7:35-ish. And so I got home and I had made dinner before I went to the meeting, which was great. So dinner was all ready. So I ate some dinner. We went and watched, I've got the hiccups, I'm really sorry. We went and watched Why Women Kill on, I can't remember what service it's on, but I watched that show. It's so good, by the way. So good. I am obsessed. So we were watching this episode. It obviously ended on a cliffhanger. I start the next episode. Dustin like closes his eyes. This man has so much self-control. It's ridiculous. And so he like lays down and closes his eyes. I'm like, are you sleeping? And he's like, yeah, I will be. And I was like, great. Play. So then I watched like not the whole episode, but I watched probably 15 minutes in. And then I was like, okay, you really need to go to bed now. So then I laid down and then I didn't go to bed. Then I just laid there and I was like, sleep. Please.
That's like what happened.
Please
last
sleep.
Night. I went and sat in bed I went to bed. Oh my gosh. I went into my bed.
Him sleepy, in case you were wondering.
10:30. And then next thing I know, it's 1:00 in the morning.
What? Well, I didn't go to bed till 1:00 in the morning because my parents showed up at 11. Well, like kind of like midnight, and I wasn't done.
Kind of like midnight.
Around midnight.
I like kind of like midnight. That's the best description I've ever heard. Kind of like midnight.
Well, was it midnight or not?
Kind of. It was kind of like midnight. Okay.
Kind of.
You're like, I don't know. I didn't keep track.
Okay. I was cleaning.
Bye.
It's so bad.
That's
My parents arrived. I hadn't fixed their the bed or my bed. It was so bad.
Let me know when you're coming, and they're like,
no.
They're like,
By the way, we'll be there.
By the way, we know you're at work and you can't clean or do anything, but we're on our way. We'll be there like around 7.
Nice. Great, thanks. And then they got there kind of like midnight.
Yeah, because later I asked them, I was like, when are you coming? When are you getting here? And they're like, oh, it's like 11. It made us go around through Colorado. So, yeah.
Nice. See, I pulled up my sleep to see how long when I fell asleep last night, and I fell asleep at 9:59, it says. I woke up at 5:31, and I had a bazillion wake-ups in the middle of the night.
I have so many wake-ups in the middle of the night.
Ugh. I usually sleep really well through the night.
The one on this app that's like a little sliver of red, that's fine because that's just you moving to a different position.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ones that are a little more thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was going to tell you what time I went to bed.
Yeah, you were. How dare you? The audacity.
1:30.
Jeez.
Wow. I don't have my phone, so I
And
See,
then-
but if you slept in until 8:30, that's still 7 hours of sleep.
Apparently 8:18.
Well, that's still
Nice.
almost 7 hours of sleep. You and I got the same amount of sleep. I got 6 hours and 46 minutes.
And we went to bed at different times.
Correct.
Apparently, I woke up. This is weird. I woke up at 7:59 and fell asleep at 8:02.
Oh,
So I was awake for 3 minutes. But that's funny because it's like before my alarm went off.
mm-hmm.
But I don't remember the alarm going off at all.
Interesting.
I wonder if I just do that in my sleep. I'm like,
You just,
nope.
know, yeah. I hate it. So like today I had a dream about like getting ready, putting my pants on, getting dressed and everything. And I hate it when I wake up and I haven't. I'm like, I have to do this again. I just did it in my brain.
Meanwhile, we're playing a game and she falls asleep easily while we're playing or watching TV or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so we're playing the game. She's like, I'm playing. I'm like,
I'm
you're
playing?
literally sitting there. I'm dragging you along.
That is
It's like,
awesome.
well, I'm
you-
playing and I'm doing really well.
No, you're not. That's
I
hilarious.
did very well, okay?
I did very well.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
I
because I
don't
picked you
know
up.
why, but
You're welcome. I'm here for you for that.
his recliner, for some reason, just shuts my body down. Like,
It's just comfy.
I'll have like so much energy and then I'll get cold, so I'll cover up and we'll be playing. And next thing I know, I'm just like, kunk.
I literally,
Zonk.
I ask her every day, are you asleep? No.
No.
Although I will say, not yesterday, but the night before, I didn't fall asleep, even though he thought I did.
All right.
I
all
watched
right.
the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
I did fall asleep yet last night, though, in the middle of the movie.
I just, all you have to do is look over and she's like kind of head down and to this side. She usually does it this side so I can't see.
That's awesome.
But yeah, and that's how I know when she's asleep.
That's hilarious.
I'll pause it.
Are you playing? Yeah. I'm playing.
Why did you pause the movie?
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Because you're asleep.
Oh my gosh. What?
What's going on right now?
What happened?
So here's another fun fact about snoozing, because this is what we do all the time. Wednesdays, which is today, most likely days to snooze. I snooze all the time, so it's whatever.
me too.
So how about a nap? Do you like naps?
I do like naps.
I love naps, especially getting up early. I feel like I have to have a nap if I have things going on in the evening, because if I have anything going on after 7, I have to have a nap. I have to take a nap, and usually it's a shorter nap.
I was gonna say, how long is the nap?
Honestly, it's kind of like a roulette game. It's like sometimes it's 10 minutes. Sometimes Dustin's coming home and is like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" It's like 4.5 hours later. Not really. That's intense. It's really not that much. I usually sleep. If I sleep for a long time, it's like an hour and a half.
Well, I've done that. Like I've passed out.
She's come to my house and slept all day before.
Yeah, like literally slept all of Saturday off. Just.
I was
done that.
outside working.
But I think it's just because like I'm exhausted because I don't sleep well. I don't know why. It doesn't matter what I try. I don't sleep well during the week.
Yeah.
And then I guess every now and then, every 4 Saturdays, my body's just like shut down.
You're done. You need to take a nap, and you need to take a nap right now.
Because you're going hard 100%.
That's right.
Like
Work hard, play hard.
I wake
right.
up, I'm like, I'm going to do things, and then I'm like, let me watch one episode of the show, and then next thing I know, it's like 9
15
episodes
years
in,
later.
Also,
9 episodes in, and it's like 5 o'clock.
also
and
last
like, what?
Sunday, last Sunday.
Also last Sunday. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last Sunday?
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. What time did I get to my house?
Around 5-ish?
Uh-huh. I was hoping to get home way earlier, but
Interesting.
okay. It's just kind of how the day went. And just didn't care like
Yep.
what. Mm-hmm.
I think that's fine. Well, do we have any final thoughts when it comes to napping and snoozing and sleeping and all of the above?
Snooze on.
20-minute naps are scientifically, last time I checked, the best.
So we need to
Time
find
frame?
a study
Mhm.
that
I
says
believe
that
it.
that's it's
And
anytime.
the
That's incorrect, and this is the one I want to do instead. Yeah.
And the best way to ensure you get a 20-minute nap is you lay on the floor, not your bed,
Mm-hmm.
on the floor with your legs propped up on a couch or chair
Mm-hmm.
in a sitting position.
Mm-hmm.
And that just lets you go through one cycle.
They call them military naps
Yeah.
because that's how they get the most sleep, the most effectively and efficiently.
Well, 20 minutes
Mhm.
is the most it'll let you sleep. But
Yep.
it's the best
But
nap.
it's like
So-
deep sleep.
You
Mhm.
sleep with your legs elevated.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
But it has to be on the hard floor. It can't be like on a couch
Yeah.
or a bed.
Absolutely not.
because-
I can't
That
do
floor is dirty.
How
or
dare
like
you?
your carpet.
Just
Like
put a
carpeted
towel
floor.
down.
It's
You'll be fine.
A blanket.
Put a blanket down.
Hmm.
That's fine.
But then you dirty the blanket.
You can always wash it.
Wash
It's
it.
fine.
All right. Well, with those